Hello again, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am Madjon, and cooking is my game. And today we're going to make for you some red velvet cupcakes. And I hope you know this is a dry ingredient, and this is a wet ingredient. Holder ingredient. This is a dry measurer, and this is a wet measurer. I'll put it that way. Anywho, we added 2½ cups of flour, 1½ cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and I added 2 tablespoons of Hershey's cocoa. However, that's just an airplane in the neighborhood. However, you can add however much chocolate you want. Some people, only add a teaspoon. But I add a little bit more because I like the flavor. And if you know anything about the red velvet cake, it was made in the 1930s at the Waldorf in New York. It's where it was invented. And they put a chocolate in it. Now, some people don't put chocolate in it. But, hence, it's a red velvet cake. Anyway, help me. Anyway, we are going to sift the flour and the sugar and the cocoa together, just like this. And you can use cake flour if you want, or just plain flour. And I'm making this for a friend. I'm going to make some cupcakes today. I'm going to make some carrot ones and some red velvet. So right now we're going to show you how to do the carrot. And we're going to blend it like that, and you can mix it 2 or 3 times if you want through the blender, through the sifter. And I'm also going to add some of my famous cake syrup, which is something I invented. Can they see that? Cake syrup. This is almond, and I'm going to use an almond and a chocolate one on my cupcakes before I frost them. But anyway, and now we're going to add 1½ cups of oil, just cooking oil, and I'm going to mix that up just like this. And for your FYI, my cookbook, e-cookbook, Madjon Holidays series is going to be on the market in just a few days, and I'm really excited about that. And we're going to add 2 eggs. Just like this. And by the way, do you like my apron, my cupcake apron? Isn't that cute? I got that as a gift from Dittler's, the manager, when I was out at the cooking at the Taste of Home show here in Aiken. He gave it to me. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a teaspoon of almond. You don't have to put the almond in, but I do. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of red food coloring. However, if you're ambitious, you can drain some beet juice off and reduce it, cook it down to almost nothing. And then you can have your own natural red food dye. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to add my 1 cup of buttermilk at room temperature, just like that, and in a wet container, a wet vessel, measuring cup, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to do this gingerly so I don't spill it all over the place. And this will make a 3, 8, or 9-inch layer red velvet cake. And the icing, I'll show you that in a little bit. And that's a cream cheese icing I use, and it's butter, cream cheese. It's 2 sticks butter, 1 pound of cream cheese. I like Philadelphia cream cheese brand. I will put vanilla in that. And then I'm going to use an almond chocolate cake syrup on the cupcakes before I frost them. But I'll show you all of that. But however, I won't show you how to make a cake syrup because That's a secret. I market that. I saw it. And I'm going to add the last ingredient, which is 1 teaspoon of vinegar, wild distilled vinegar. And also, too, have you guys heard anything about any red velvet pancakes? So I'm going to have a guest on the TV show that will be making red velvet cupcakes before my season ends. I only have 6 more shows to film this season. Oops, this is really, oh well, we'll just lay it on the counter. Ha ha ha, just like you at home. Ah, like that. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to fill these vessels. And I sprayed them with a little oil. And I'm going to use an ice cream scoop. And then I'm going to fill the cupcake. About 3/4 of the way full. Just like this. And that way, hopefully, they'll all be pretty much even. And then we're going to bake it at 350 for at least probably 20 minutes. Or until they're done. And my camera person left. She got a phone call, which is my granddaughter. And she is gonna be a junior in high school. Do me a favor, you can go like my fan page on Facebook, Cooking with Madjon and Friends, and from there you can learn about, you can go on the Aiken Standard website, www.aikenstandard.com, ASTV 95, it's through Atlantic Broadband, and you can watch the TV shows on there. And all the recipes are on there for now. And I also have a cooking blog, if you'd like to go to that, www.cookingwithmadjon.blogspot.com. I know, it's hard to say all those things. It took me a while to remember because I'm not computer savvy. So, and all of that was foreign to me. Alright, we're going to be right back. I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them. And we're going to go ahead and start the frosting here in just a sec. We'll be right back. Okay, our cupcakes are ready, and I'm going to add a little cake syrup to the tops of them. Just like this. And then I'm going to make some frosting with 2 sticks of butter, 2 8 ounce packages of cream cheese. Yes, it is. I want to make sure I got my ounces right. I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of almond and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 cups of sifted flour. Not flour, confectionery sugar. And we're going to do that right now, but this is my cake syrup. I'm putting it on top. And those have to be completely cool before we can frost them. However, scoot them over here. Can you see me do all this? Butter's still a little hard, but we're going to soften it up. Okay, we're going to sift the confectionery sugar that we're going to use for the frosting. And I measured out 4 cups. Gives a little more air to your frosting if you sift it. I don't know if you're a red velvet lover, cake lovers out there, this is really a good recipe. If you don't like the chocolate, just don't put it in, or just put a teaspoon in. I'm gonna do that and get rid of all the little balls that are in the bottom of this container. There we go. Over here. Alright, now I'm going to put the 2 sticks of butter in here and I'm going to beat them till they're creamy, till it's creamy. This isn't as soft as I like, but that's okay. We'll beat it into submission. So to speak. So to speak, so to speak. Let me get my... Alright, here we go. It will soften up very shortly. As soon as it comes away from the beaters, you know. There we go. See? Hot, hot. Just like that. And there's something you need to know about in the cake syrup is when I put it on wedding cakes, I've had the brides come back and tell me that after a year they take the cake out. You know how you take the top, and tradition is you freeze it and you eat it a year later. And they say that the cake tastes the same as it did when you put it in the freezer.